Alright, now that we took care of Eggman, now we're heading towards, to Sky Citadel. Basically the last area of the game to get the final crystal, and it's right here. We needed the purple crystal, to open this area. Because again, these crystals are like power sources to, they're kind of like keys in a way. Makes sense when you think about it. It's going by an RPG element, but I do like that. Yeah. It's really cool, actually, when you think about it. Alright. Put the crystal here. And we just go all the way to the sky.
What happened?
That's really cool when you think about it. Look at that.
Don't worry. I've got a plan. A floating city. This is incredible.
Look at this place. I have to say, it's pretty amazing.
Careful, falling object.
Alright, now we're in Sky Citadel. This area right here, there are no enemies in this stage, believe it or not. The only thing you would have to deal with is just the obstacles. All you're doing is platforming. And of course, they gave you Amy and Knuckles.
Very cool place.
Alright, I do love the fact that the last 3 levels, they actually give you control of Amy Rose. I do love that, because, you know, it's Amy, of course. You know, and of course the final area, of course. You can use Amy if you wish, you know. But still, you know, I love the fact that, you know, they add Amy for this part also. Imagine if they would have added Sonic and Knuckles in this part right here. This area would be a headache. Because those two have nothing but a double jump. Because they don't have nothing but a double jump. At least here you have Amy who has a triple jump. And I fucked up my jump right there, but thankfully I was able to recuperate. Alright, so we just gotta connect the lasers to get the gate to appear. So it's one of those missions. It's not really bad when you think about it. You know, would you rather deal with enemies, or would you rather just do a puzzle like this? You know, I'm surprised we're doing puzzles like this, you know, this late in the game. This is the last level. Yeah, but then again, you have to realize, you know, we're on top of a sky. We're on top of a sky level. You really can't have enemies here, you know, because wouldn't it be kind of odd placement to have enemies here for no reason? Like, I understand you could have decommissioned robots here, but the area is peaceful. It makes no sense to have enemies here, unless they're brought here by Lyric himself. Like earlier when we were in Crater Lake. You know, Lyric had his minions show up on the airship. We're able to land on that side of the island. Where here, you can't even reach this area unless you have the crystal, which already unlocked the gate. So the fact that we got here before Lyric shows us that, okay, there's no enemies here. But we do have these obstacles, because you have to have obstacles. I mean, this area is a fortress technically.
Well, I was gonna ask you to catch me.
Yeah, this part right here is actually very difficult with Amy, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'll just take the safe path and use Knuckles. Man, because this part's fucking difficult with Amy, I'm not gonna lie. The good thing is, when you get hit, is you don't fall down. I love the fact that Boom doesn't have those kind of physics, where if you get hit by something, you don't get stun locked and then lose your balance. I love that. You just lose rings. Oh, Knuckles with the save. Ow! But I got hit. Fuck, I don't care. I'd rather get hit than take a death. Alright. Look at this. It's just great. Oh, and spoiler alert, in SonicBoom, I actually had a better run here in SonicBoom than I did with Sonic 06. I had less deaths in Boom than I did in 06. You know, and I'm not kidding you, and that includes my test playthrough. Oh, I got hit right there, but it doesn't matter. Just take my hits. It's not like I fall.
How about we just keep going before...
Come on, Knuckles. Get your head in the game. There we go. Yeah, because like I said, I want to give Knuckles, you know, some attention too. And there's Sonic and Tails taking the plane. You know, Tails could have just picked us up, but no, we still got to do some more platforming.
These pads are awesome.
Alright. Now we got to activate three more lasers to get through. Alright. So now it's basically round 2. Okay. Got nervous right there, because... Oh, the platforming here is very, very narrow. Like right here, like they don't fuck around with platforming here. Yeah, but by this point in the game, you should already know what you're doing. Alright, so right here we have to connect the lasers to have them phase out. Yeah, this part could be a little bit... Not difficult, it could be a little bit challenging. You don't know what you're doing. Oh, fuck, look at that save. You gotta love the physics here. I love the fact that you still have the hardcore parkour part in this game. Yeah, because without that mechanic, this game would be kind of difficult to platform. Alright, so now Knuckles will take the right path. You know? And that's another thing I like too, is when one player does one path, the other player can do the other path just by switching to that respective character. I do love that. You know, it's not one of those games where you gotta backtrack all the way over there just to get to the other path. I hate that kind of shit. Or if you got that path with Amy, you gotta go all the way to that same path where Knuckles is at, backtrack and go to the other path. Like, no, just switch to Knuckles. But the thing is, then you would have to use Knuckles. That means that you don't have Amy's abilities. But then again, you know, you have Knuckles who could get through this area no problem. Plus, it gives both players something to do, you know. Gives them both, you know, something to do, you know, showcase them. You know, like I said, I mean, every character, I always give them their, you know, their screen time. You know, just because... So don't think, oh, just because Amy's going to be in this level, you're going to be using Amy. Like, no, it's not like that. I always rotate between characters. You know. But like I said, Knuckles is one of my heavy hitters next to Sonic. So, of course I'm going to give him... Speaking of that, I hope a lot of you, you know, your hardcore Tails fans don't really, you know, hate on me just because I really didn't use Tails to his full abilities, you know, or I wasn't using him correctly. I apologize for that. It's because with Tails, I don't have that much experience using him. I always use Sonic and Knuckles for combat, Amy to an extent also, Amy for platforming. So please don't chew me out in the comment section saying, oh, he doesn't know how to use Tails, he hates using Tails, except for platforming just to make things easy for himself. So please don't chew me out in the comment section about that. I have nothing against Tails. It's just that, you know, for the sake of this Let's Play, I want to get things done quickly as possible.
There's a room over here.
Alright, get some free goodies. Take those.
I'll take that.
Thank you. Alright, so we just have to activate one more laser, and then we should pretty much be almost done here. It's kind of odd they put boost pads in an area like this. You know, it's not one of those areas where it's not one of those games where it has a boost pad that'll just boost pad you off the cliff. There's nothing like that, so don't, you know, it's just, I'm assuming they put the boost pads there just to make the area less tedious and less monotonous when you're backtracking. No, that's fine. I mean, you can't, you know, it's the only way to gain a burst of momentum in this game.
Crystal chamber, here we come.
There we go. And of course they have that arrow right there to point out where you have to go. Alright. These you get free rings, but again, there's no enemies here. But then again, if you died so many times by the platforming, there is a purpose to collecting rings.
I feel like a pinball.
Looks like we need to get up there.
Alright, we're almost done here. So we still have to activate... To get those zip wires to appear, we have to activate...
Oh, the crystal is locked and protected by lasers. Super.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to connect the lasers again in order to get those zip wires to appear to get to the crystal. Alright, so it's just basically one last obstacle. Now the good thing about these lasers is they don't damage you. So it's not like the lasers we dealt with when we time traveled to the past. Like, damn, that area has so many fucking lasers. But those lasers were intended to hurt us. You know, because it was Lyric's, you know, weapons facility. Back when we time traveled 1,000 years in the past, so... And I nearly died there, but thankfully Amy, with her great acrobatics, saved us. Alright, we're almost done. We just gotta connect these pieces. Yeah, like I said, the only obstacles you have to deal with, it's just, you know, it's just the obstacles. That's it. There's no enemies here. There we go.